Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Samuel Brown, aka RBT, coming at you with another Draft Champions Challenge here on Madden 16. And as you see in the title, today we're going to be doing the Multi-Sport Athlete Challenge, which obviously means we're going to be picking players that were multi-sport athletes either in high school or college, or maybe even if they played a couple sports as pros, which I guess the only ones I can think of is maybe Bo Jackson that played professionally in 2 sports. But anyways, that is how this draft is going to go. And as always, if we get a round that does not have a player that was a multi-sport athlete, we are going to go with the lowest overall. And if you guys are enjoying these Draft Champions Challenge, make sure to drop a like on the video. And if this video could get at least 3 likes, I would be so happy. And as always, if you guys do want to be a part of this series, be sure to leave your gamer tag in the comment section below, like the video, and be sure to follow me on Twitter to check for updates when I am recording for the series. Once I tweet out saying that I am recording for the series, the first person to respond with their gamer tag to that tweet is the person I play in that particular episode and have a chance to beat me and win 20,000 points. If you guys missed yesterday, I did do a double upload of Draft Champions challenges, so go check those out. Pretty cool videos. But with that said, let's jump into this draft, and hopefully that was a world record for me when it comes to a short intro. So I had to reset the draft there, and I think now we're actually going to be able to jump into this draft, and let's see what we can do. So for each one of these coaches, I could not find anything saying they're multi-sport athletes like in high school or college, so I guess I'll just pick. Hopefully you guys won't be too mad at me for that. And I think I'm going to go with Mike Patine because I sort of like running the man defense scheme. Now let's actually go into the first player round and see if we can get an Antonio Gates. That would be cool. Well, in this round we have 2 of these players that were multi-sport athletes in high school, Tremont Williams and Terrence Knighton, but I am going to go with Tremont Williams because he actually played 3 sports in high school, which was, I believe, football, basketball, and track. Then Terrence Knighton played basketball and football. So I guess it makes most sense to go with the guy who played more sports in high school, which Tremont Williams is 5'11" with 83 speed. So that's not the greatest stats for a corner, but it is what it is. So moving into round 2. So for this round, we are going with Julio Jones. He played football, basketball, and track at Foley High School in Alabama, which is not far at all away from me, maybe like an hour away from me. Brock Osweiler did play basketball and football, but since Julio Jones played 3, much like last round, we are going with Julio. Teddy Bridgewater, I didn't see that he played more than 1 sport, so we are going with Julio Jones for this pick, and that's actually a really nice pick. I would have loved to got Teddy Bridgewater, one of my favorite quarterbacks in the NFL, but we are going for Julio. So this draft is going pretty well so far. In this round, we are taking Earl Thomas. He's the only multi-sport athlete out of this selection. He did play football and track in high school, so I think it's going to be a lot harder to get like linemen out of this draft because they're not the most athletic in the world, so not all of them are going to be playing like basketball, maybe baseball or track. So it's going to be difficult, but we are going with Earl Thomas for this pick. So not surprisingly, when looking at these 3 guys, they were all multi-sport athletes, and I would have loved to go with TJ Yeldon. He's another guy who went to high school at Daphne High School in Alabama, which is also like an hour away from me, but he was only a 2-star multi-sport athlete. Tyler Lockett played 3 sports, and TJ Anderson played 2 as well. He played basketball, track, and football. TJ Yeldon was just football and track. Same thing with CJ Anderson. So, man, this would have been such a nice running back, dude. 99 carrying, 98 juke move, but I guess I'll take a Tyler Lockett. Good slot receiver to have, 97 speed. So once again, all these guys were multi-sport athletes. Raheem Moore and Denora Searcy both played football and ran track. Malcolm Floyd played basketball and football in high school. God dang, 43 elusiveness. So basically, since all these guys had 2 sports that they played in high school, I get to pick. And I'm going to go with Denora Searcy. I'm a Titans fan. We already have a free safety and 2 wide receivers, so it would make the most sense to go with Denora Searcy here. So he is going to be the pick. So I just got very lucky here. Kiko Alonso only played 1 sport in high school. Both these guys played 2, thank God. Antoine Bethea was basketball and football, and Donovan Smith, I was worried I was going to have to go with 2 straight strong safeties, but Donovan Smith did participate in track and field, and he played football, obviously, in high school. So we don't have a left tackle. This is going to be our first offensive lineman. It's going to be hard to come by, I believe, when it comes to linemen in this draft. So we are going with the elite Donovan Smith. So what do you know? We're taking our 2nd straight lineman, going with Chris Clark with this selection. He played 3 sports in high school. He did track and field, football, obviously, and basketball. Chris Ivory was a multi-sport athlete as well. He played 2 sports. I believe it said track and field and football. And Ed Dixon, I could only find he played 1 sport. And thank God for Southern Miss's freaking bio page for Chris Clark, because it was not on his Wikipedia. But thank God, I wanted another offensive lineman. They're going to be hard to come by. I have a feeling that's going to be our only 2 linemen in the whole entire draft. So from what I could find, Robert Quinn is the only multi-sport athlete out of this selection. And interesting, a little bit different, he actually played football and competed in wrestling. So that's the first one we've had in this whole entire draft that competed in wrestling. So I'll take that. Another lineman, this time our first defensive lineman pick. And like I said, guys, this draft is going just absolutely perfect so far. So we've made it all the way to round 9, and now we're making our first duplicate pick, and that's going to be Central Henderson. He's the only multi-sport athlete out of this selection. He played basketball and football in high school. He was actually on a really good AAU team, it said. So there's our pick. At least he's a little bit better than Chris Clark at an 82 overall. So if we're going strictly by what Wikipedia said, these 2 guys did not play a different sport than football in high school, and I'm about 99% sure that is not correct. I'm pretty sure one of these guys played a sport other than football, but we are going with Matt Ryan because even if they did, pretty sure they didn't play more than 3 sports. And Matt Ryan played football, basketball, I think I said baseball as well, and he was the captain of all those sports his senior year. So I think that makes a lot of sense to go with Matt Ryan, and we need a quarterback anyway. So even if these guys did play 3 sports in high school as well, I'd be going with Matt Ryan because we need a quarterback. Kind of sucks he's not as 94 overall, but it's better than having Ryan Fitzpatrick. So I'm actually pretty sad when it comes to this round because even though we just got Matt Ryan, I would have loved to got Cam Newton, but I can't find anywhere that says he played more than football in high school, and that's really surprising given how athletically gifted he is. So I could be missing, but I could not find anything. Dan Williams didn't play anything but football, and Anquan Bolden was a 3-sport athlete. He played basketball, track and field, and football in high school. 80 speed. Ugh, that's disgusting. But that's our 3rd wide receiver. Hopefully we won't get another one. So finally we get a very, very good pick. It's been a couple rounds since we got a decent pick. These 2 guys both played football and track and field in high school, and obviously we're going to be going with Travis Frederick. We don't have a center yet. We already have 3 wide receivers, an 88 overall elite center. I would definitely take Travis Frederick. Looks like a really good card. So we have our first player in this draft that actually played 4 sports in high school, and that's going to be Thomas Davis. Played football, basketball, baseball, and track. That's very surprising. Is he our first linebacker? He's actually our first linebacker too. We've had way more linemen than linebackers out of this draft, so that's surprising too. So we have 2 multi-sport athletes out of this selection, Darqueze Dennard and Geno Atkins, but we are going with Darqueze Dennard because he played 3 sports opposed to 2 of Geno Atkins. Darqueze Dennard played basketball, football, and did track and field, and I will definitely take him. He's one of the best gold corners, I believe, in the game. 5'11", 94 speed with 78 catching, which is pretty good. A lot better than the cornerbacks we had in yesterday's episode. So we are going with Dennard, and this comes down to this last round. And who do I want here? Oh, these are some pretty poo-poo freaking last selections. So with the last pick in this draft, we are going with Shannon Sharp, 92 overall tight end, and he's the first. He is the first player in this draft to actually play more than 1 sport at the collegiate level. He played basketball, track and field, and football at Savannah State. So that's pretty interesting. I couldn't find anything on these 2 guys, rather if they played more than 1 sport in high school. But even if they did, he played 3 sports at the collegiate level, which would outweigh anybody at the high school level. So we are going with Shannon Sharp. I mean, that's probably the best pick we could have got in that last round because we already have a free safety in Earl Thomas, and we already have 15 wide receivers. We have yet to get a tight end, so looking at his stats, man, he looks really sick. 96 catching traffic with 87 speed. I will take that, guys. This draft, this is actually one of my favorite drafts that we've done in a long, long time. I'm not sure if the overall is going to be way too insane. 82 overall, 83 offense, 81 defense. I know we didn't get too many defensive players, but if we look at my lineup really quick, a little bit more in depth, got a quarterback. We didn't get a running back, which it's been a long time since we actually drafted a running back. Got some pretty good wide receivers. Tyler Lockett, which will actually move him to slot more than likely. Julio Jones got a pretty good defensive, or offensive line rather, a good tight end, and moving on to defense is probably where we have our holes. Only 1 linebacker, only 1 defensive lineman, some okay corners, and some decent safeties. So it's going to be tough defensively. I think we should be okay. It's not too terribly bad. I would have been happy if we would have got Jadeveon Clowney as a generated base player, but we'll have to do with what we got, guys. I think it's a pretty good team. We've lost, I think, 3 or 4 out of our last 5 games in this series. I'm not going to lose again. I'm not giving away another 20,000 coins. Let's go into this game and get a W with this team. I would love to get off the field and have a chance to take the lead early on. Oh, God, make the tackle. No, I missed. Oh, my God, how did I miss? Fumble! Get it, get it, get it! No! This could be a mistake. I'm bringing pressure on 2nd down and 18. Maybe 2 consecutive sacks. Yes! Oh, fumble! Now we got to get that one. Quentin Couples brings it into the end zone for a touchdown. Let's go, man. It's been a long time since my defense made a big play like that in this series, and thank God they did. What a start. 2nd down and 9. Oh, God, don't let Toby Gerhart get it. Oh, come on, cornerback. Come on. Nah, why wouldn't it switch me? I mean, don't you press Y to switch the players? But for some reason, it doesn't work. It doesn't work on this controller. This controller is cursed. I'm really having a lot of success blitzing, so I'm going to continue that here on the goal line, and maybe I can get another big play. Oh, we got the pressure. Yes, 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 guys. I'm going to continue to blitz if it's working like this every time. Why not do it again? Oh, that could have been another pick. Let's send Shannon Sharp on a seam route, and let's see if he can get open. Oh, guys, he's going to be one-on-one. Can he make the catch? Can he make the catch? Yes, he can, guys. When you have a tight end one-on-one with the safety, 95% of the time he goes up and makes a catch, especially if he has a talent as a guy like Shannon Sharp. Got a feeling here I'm going to throw a pick, but hopefully that's not a correct feeling. It's not going to be because I'm going to get a touchdown with the big boy, Shannon Sharp, as we go up 14-3. He was wide open on that drag route. Let's see if I can show blitz and then force him into a quick throw and see if I can get a pick. Fumble! Fumble! Yes! There we go! Thomas Davis for our 2nd fumble return for a touchdown in this game. Michael Vick, I'm guessing that's the base Michael Vick, because if it wasn't, he wouldn't give up so many fumbles. But my defensive line and my linebackers are just playing out of their mind. I'm not sure if this guy has a really bad drafted offensive line, but even though I only have like 1 or 2 players drafted out of the front 7 out of this draft, they're just getting pressure like it's nothing. Oh, there we go, baby. Oh, what a play from Earl Thomas, man. Perfectly timed. If that gets past him, that's a touchdown. What I have learned in this series so far is not to get comfortable with a lead. I gave up 2, I believe, 3 possession leads in this series, so I want to try my best to get some points right here. Let's bring Lockett on a curl route and make sure that linebacker doesn't drop back in zone, and he actually does. Let's see if we can hit B on the post route, and that is going to be a touchdown to Julio Jones. I'm actually proud of myself there for reading a couple of the routes. Actually, I'm real proud of myself. I don't normally do that. I usually throw picks in that situation. Pick, yes, let's go. Oh, God, don't put it out. That's a safety. No, that's a safety. Oh, my God. This is where it begins, isn't it? This is where the goddamn comeback begins. It just never fails, dude. Why am I such a freaking paper plate, man? So those 2 runs were absolute failures. I think I might just throw this up to Julio, see if he can make a catch. If he intercepts it, it's just like a long punt. Come on, Julio. Come on, Julio. I'm liking my chances here. There we go. I don't think you guys are ready. Honestly, don't think you guys are ready.
Look at my down.
Field goal, it's up. I'm up 31-25, or 31-25, 31-5. I think I've learned in this game when all else fails, just blitz. And pretty much my front 7 has been spectacular this whole entire game when it comes to creating pressure. And that time they didn't get there in time. And he scores his first touchdown of the game. Come on, please. Williams. No! Oh, God, thank God he's figured out my corners are not playing good one-on-one with 2 minutes left to go. But knowing me, he's going to win probably still. Pick! Oh, God. Oh, my God. Don't tell me this is happening. Oh, there he goes. Nice read there. Nobody had his tight end. If he gets this, I don't know what I'm going to say. Thank you, Williams. I'm honestly completely, deeply in love with you right now. This play I'm about to run just looks weird. So I wanted to run it just for the heck of it because it looked weird. Let's see if it works, though. Probably not. Yes, he's got the inside, and he makes the catch, and that should do it right there. Not another bottle job for me. Thank God. Like I said, I don't need the ball. This is my victory formation right here. Every time I have a chance to win the game, or I will win the game, here it is, boys. Here it is.
Look at my down.
Did he catch it? What's going on? Oh, I know he dropped it, or I don't know what happened. He probably could have picked it off. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this game. We get the win 31-19. Great game to my opponent. He's stuck in there. I love when people hang in there and don't quit when they're down by a couple touchdowns. So he had a chance here at the end to come back and beat me. as I just for some reason choke games away when I get big leads, but at least I did get the win here. So great game to E Primetime 21, and thanks for playing me in this game. I aim to give him 5 chances to guess at what team I built for this draft to see if he can win 10,000 coins for this episode. So guys, he made his guesses and he did not get them right. He made some pretty good guesses though. He wanted a hint. I don't normally like giving hints, but since I did give him a hint, I only gave him 3 guesses. Instead, he said all Pro Bowl team, all Birds, and then he said that they all made the playoffs. That's some pretty good guesses, but no, that was not it. But anyways, once again, good game to E Primetime 21. Thanks for taking a part of this series and playing me for this Draft Champions Challenge. And as always, guys, if you do have any suggestions for challenges for me to do for this Draft Champions series, let me know in the comments section below. If we could get 200 likes on this video, guys, that would be absolutely amazing. And one last time, if you already don't know, I know I've said it like 1,000 times, if you want to be a part of this series, be sure to leave your gamer tag in the comment section below, like the video, be sure to follow me on Twitter and check for updates when I am recording for this series. First person to respond to the tweet when I say that I am recording for this series do get to play me for this series. But with that said, guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.